Welcome to Edinburgh. I'm Robert and I'll be your guide on this tour. The first level, Old Edinburgh walking tour, lasts approximately an hour and a half and takes your class around the city's magnificent Old Town. This short video will answer 3 questions you may have about this Old Town exploration. What learning questions can you cover on this tour? Well, your class will probably have come up with a wide variety of learning questions themselves. The standard tour will cover questions such as, what was it like to live in the Old Town? Who are some of the most famous people in Edinburgh's history? And we will cover Greyfriars Bobby and Mary Queen of Scots, and first level appropriate, we can look at Deacon Brodie and Birkenhair if you wish. How has the Old Town changed? How long did people live for in the past? Now your classes will be exploring the answers to these questions in places which are directly relevant, often whilst using evidence which is linked to that very location. If you give me enough warning, I can try and tailor the tour to what your learners might be specifically interested in. What route will you take on the tour? Well, the tour is being carefully chosen because it's got lots of learning opportunities and potential, and it keeps walking and crossing of roads to a real minimum. I'll meet your class in Greyfriars Kirkyard. We'll go around the burial ground and do a bit of exploring in here. Greyfriars is a great place to spend the first half of our tour. The past is all around us, it's relatively quiet and it lets your class and I get to know each other. We'll also do some evidence comparison work. We'll compare Greyfriars Kirk today with how it looked in the past, and then we head out into the Old Town. We'll walk down Candlemaker Road to the Grass Market and we'll hear about a wedding party, a very significant wedding party, which followed exactly the same route. When we're there, we might do some then and now image comparison work as we walk up the West Bow on our way to the famous Royal Mile. We can find out just how history-packed the Old Town is when we hear about a link to Mary Queen of Scots, and we'll get to see a famous and rich Old Town building before we visit a close. This tour could well end at the site of the Tollbooth prison. Now if it's quiet, we'll rebuild some of the walls using the whole class. Throughout the tour I'll be telling stories, but it's not a purely expository trip. Your class will use a variety of types of evidence throughout the tour. Your learners will each get a set of specially first level appropriate laminated sheets, and on this tour there are green sheets for one of the partners, blue for the other, and it means that throughout the tour we're encouraging the class to discuss things with each other. On this tour your pupils will use archive images, old photographs, parts of a map of 1647 which you can still follow today, physical evidence such as buildings, streets, and artefacts such as memorials, grave, the Flodden Wall itself, and even the church building behind me. Thank you for watching this video and for considering historic Edinburgh tours for your class learning experience. Now we know you might have questions or things that you want to discuss specifically with us about individual learners, so please email me and we can see what you want this trip to achieve. Thank you.